Hello everyone. Okay, so the goal of this video is for me to actually show you how to set up the Torah Escape Room. So you've made it to the right place. But before I get to that, I want to show you a YouTube channel that I made because this video might seem completely unrelated to my channel where I'm always using AI tools and showing you how to use them. I want to show you this because this is my STEAM Seekers channel, which is a story-based curriculum for math and science lessons. I was a former chemistry teacher, and so I have a lot of experience in that, and that's why I do this kind of stuff. But anyway, related to the channel, which is kind of like homeschool, and it's story-based, it's Bible-based as well, I decided I wanted to learn more about the Bible because I started thinking, you know what, like I know all the stories, but this is a book that is one of the oldest books on the planet. There have been millions of people that have passed before me that have preserved this text because they have found it so useful and vitally important to their life. It is worth a deeper look. And so I thought, how can I make this accessible to more people? So I actually used AI tools to do this project. So this is the first 5 books of the Bible, the Torah, which I do plan to do other books of the Bible as well, but it's still very time consuming, even though I'm using a lot of AI tools. I used Gemini, I used ChatGPT, I used Sora, and I used a software called Create Studio that has an AI video builder. And I created videos, like little micro learning videos for the first 5 books of the Bible. So anyway, all the tools that I teach about on my channel actually do have a good application. And you can see it right here. You can find a link to this channel down below and you can go check it out. Okay, so anyway, when I was done with that, I was like, you know what? I want to create an escape room that kind of reviews everything that I learned in the Torah, because actually when I create lessons and stuff, it helps me to review it. And I thought, okay, yeah, I'm just going to do that. And it's going to really help me to dig deep into the meaning. So I sell a Torah escape room in my online store, and that's going to be linked up here. It's going to be linked down below. Let me just show you that. One of the things you get is a study guide that goes along with the videos on the channel for the Torah. It just, like, there's a Bible study prep series, and then there's Genesis and Exodus. And I actually also, in addition to that, used the AI tool in Articulate Rise to build courses. Those are also linked below. And I put the videos within the courses. So you could just watch the videos, or you can take the courses that also have the videos. So I did this whole huge project just to kind of test out the tools. But anyway, with that product, the Torah Escape Room, you get the study guide. You also get a manual that goes over step by step what you need to do. You also get a presentation if you're going to like present this to a group or a team, like at a church or a leaders retreat or something. This is like the presentation that walks someone through the escape room and how it's set up. So you get all of that. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to set up the escape room, and I'll show you like the stuff that I used. So I'm using one of these big toolboxes. I got this on Amazon for 15 bucks. And then I have these two of these little ones inside that were $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. So anyway, you're going to see all the stuff that I use to set up an escape room here, but you can change out the toolboxes. They don't have to look like this. So this is the general overview of the escape room, just to kind of help you to visualize it. But now we're going to go through it step by step. And these are the exact instructions that are included in the escape room digital download. Okay. So you always have to start at the end when you're setting up an escape room. So the first thing you've got to do is, this is the final thing. You have this pouch, you put in the final reward, the final money, the final message, whatever, the final thing goes in here. And then you lock this. Now these pencil pouches, in order to get them to lock up good, you've got to really fold them up, and you've got to use all of these hole punches to really knot this thing up. Okay, that's how you seal up a pencil pouch. You kind of got to play around with it so you get it in just a way that they definitely cannot open it. See, I really twist it up, and I get that zipper handle in there as well. Okay, so anyway, that gets locked. And that's going to go, that's your final thing. And then you keep the key. The key goes to the game host, and then that goes in the box. Also, what goes in the box is some tape, the final message on what they need to do, popsicle sticks, and this paper. That's for building the tabernacle. So that's what the instructions are for, is to build a tabernacle with that. Okay, so that all goes in there. And then this gets locked with a word lock. So you have to twist this around through the handle, make sure they can't slide it off, and you get that all locked. I'm not going to go over what the locks actually are. Those, of course, are in the answer key. Obvious as can be, but just in case someone comes across this who's doing the escape room, I don't want to just easily give away the codes, okay? But then that gets locked. Okay, then that goes in the box. Now, the other thing that goes in the box is a QR code that I dropped on the floor here somewhere. Ah. Okay. That also, challenge 2 also goes in the box. And then this also goes in the box. So this is the next part here that we're going to work on. I've already set this up, so I've got to kind of take this apart here. Got some keys right here. Okay, so let's go on to this part here. Okay, and here we've got the Ark of the Covenant in there. That's a Lego kit, although you can use a coloring page if you prefer. I've got the crossword. So, of course, you've got to print all this stuff off. Challenge 6 QR code, sheep poem, the sheep cards, and, oh, the spies, the report from the spies. Okay. I fold this up. I take this and I put it through that. And then I fold these over. I take lots of precaution to try to make sure they cannot get into this. Okay. And this one gets locked with the number lock. Which, yes, this one is right there on the screen. But I'm not going to say it out loud. Okay, so that one is ready to go. Then we got another pencil pouch. So that one goes into the pencil pouch along with the category cards that they must match up. So this is, these category cards, they match those up to get the number lock. They count how many's in each category. Okay, so you don't want things to get too ruined by getting scrunched up. But okay, and again, you are really taking some precaution here to make sure they cannot get this opened without undoing the lock. I'll put it through there. And that's pretty darn good. Okay. All right. That is ready to go into the box. So now we are ready for, we've done that. So we're at this step here. Now we're going to this step. So this goes into this container along with Moses, and you can use a coloring page or you can get the building blocks. 6 story cards that they have to put in order. These are people in the Bible they have to put in order. A little note on what they need to do when they've got Moses put together. This is just a tip on how to reset this directional lock. So as they put directions in, they need to clear out the directions. You know, if they don't work, they need to clear it out to start over. And they just do that by resetting the shackle. But that's a reminder because this is a different kind of lock than most locks. And so it's hard to know that. And then also a map. So all of that goes in the box. Right, okay, that gets closed. And then we lock that one. With this, and then this key actually goes in a windowsill. So that is a clue when they're doing the digital puzzles, because there are digital puzzles that come along with this. That's what the QR codes are for. They will scan those to go do digital puzzles. The digital puzzle will tell them at the end, if they get everything right, to look in a window. Well, it doesn't say exactly that. It's just a girl tapping on a window. Clue. So the things that the game host has to deal with, let's just review this, will be these 3 things, okay? So this, you got one set of keys that go to the very first locked box that go in a window. So I'll just set that up there as a demonstration. The challenge number 4, the host keeps until they have put together Moses. Then this is the final key to the reward that you give them once they've built the tabernacle. They put the Ark of the Covenant in the tabernacle and Moses is on the outside. And then you give them these and they've completed the puzzle. So this manual has all of the printables you need. Let me just show you those. I'm going to skip over the answer keys that are there. These are all of your printables that you print to set up. And so everything there is included, full, complete instructions. You also get a Canva template link if you want to go in and change this puzzle. If something just doesn't align with you or you need to simplify it in some way. But I want to go back to challenge 1 and just review. These are the things they start out with. You could just sit these out on a table. But because I have this nice little container, which also, by the way, gets locked with a 3-number lock when everything is in there and done, I just put this stuff in the top. So basically every team just gets this. And it has find your Bible name. It has this first challenge there. It has that clue, being a 0 doesn't add up to success. It has a hint that helps walk them through how to use those numbers to get a code. And I have paper and scrap paper and pens and pencils because they like to write stuff down and, you know, problem solve as they're going through. So anyway, that is how to set up the Torah Escape Room. And it is a good one. I had my children do this one with their friends, and it was very challenging, but not so challenging that they totally gave up. And they learned a lot. So anyway, that's the Torah Escape Room. It's called a hybrid because it's got the digital puzzles and the physical puzzles. So they do need a phone or a device, a computer or something, so they can do the digital puzzles as well. You can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off of that or any digital download that I have in my store. If you like the idea of escape rooms, if you're seeing this and you're like, wow, that's really cool, I want to build an escape room, I have tons of videos that will teach you how. I sell books that will teach you how as well. But actually, you don't even need the books to learn. Just go watch the videos. I go in order. I go through the whole book. And you can learn how to do these too. It's such a fun way for kids to learn. And adults, actually. So, subscribe to the channel. And if you made it this far, come on, at least like the video. You obviously actually liked the video, so why not? Have a great day.